first thing we're going to do is declare a variable, a global variable, that will hold the value we get from the photoresistor. And we want that to be an integer because the photoresistor will be giving us a number between 0 and 1023. So we'll set that to a number. Change this to photoresistor, and we'll set it to 0 to start. We're also going to need a threshold value. Below that threshold value, we're going to turn the light on. Above the threshold value, we'll turn the light off. And that will be another integer. And we'll name this threshold. And we'll set that to a number. And we're going to make the threshold 750. Next, we're going to set up serial communication so that we can send the values that we're getting to the laptop to be displayed. And we're going to set up the Arduino board with one digital pin for output and one analog pin for input. The digital pin will be number 13, and that's going to be used to connect to our LED. So we will change this here to LED. And the analog pin, that's going to be where we're reading values in from the photoresistor. That is an analog sensor. And we're going to rename this photoresistor pin. Okay, now we're going to use our traditional loop. So these are the things that happen during the setup. The first time it runs, the loop just keeps running over and over forever until the Arduino no longer has power. First thing we're going to do is read from the photoresistor. And I put this in the wrong spot. We're going to put this in the loop. And we're going to set the value of our global photoresistor variable to the value we get from the photoresistor pin. Read analog sensor. There you go. Next, we're going to send the value we got over the serial port. So that it can be printed on the laptop screen. And we'll use a serial print for that, and we just want to print the value of photoresistor. Next, we're going to compare the value we got in our photoresistor to the threshold. And if the value is above the threshold, we'll turn the LED off. If it's below the threshold, we're going to turn the LED on. So we'll need to compare. We'll use less than. So if the photoresistor value is less than our threshold value, then we'll turn the LED off. Otherwise, it's got to be greater than or equal to, and we'll turn on the LED. And to turn the LED off, we're going to write to digital output. That will be the LED, and we're going to send it a value of low. And that will turn the LED off. If we want to turn the LED on, we're going to set that pin high. And the last thing we're going to do is add in a pause so that we can see what's happening on the screen and with our LED. Okay, so we'll add in a 1/10 of a second pause. And that's the code.